Hello there, thank you so much for stopping by. It's great to see you. Today's video is the monthly 2-card oracle card pull. As anyone who's been here before will probably be aware, I'm not witchy. I love rocks, I love witchy people, but I don't claim myself to be witchy. So what we do here is I love brains, not in a weird zombie way, but I just think that your subconscious is so powerful, and I think sometimes all we need is a little nudge in the right direction. So I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards for you today, a card and then a crossing card, and it's going to be from, I love all 3 of my decks, but I do have a soft spot for my Crystallary deck, probably because I just love my crystals so much. So the first card is going to give you an indication of maybe where you are, maybe some things on your mind, maybe some things that you should be thinking about, and then the crossing card, that is maybe some hints for a direction to go into, or perhaps something that might be blocking you, something that you need to bridge, to cross, to get over, or to develop. It's quite open. And again, this, I'm not claiming to have any spirits or anything externally talking to me. This deck is great because for each card there's the booklet, and in the booklet for each card there is a page, and that will give us a little more insight. And then the idea is for your brain to go, oh, that bit applies to me. I think that bit could apply to me. Sometimes they do get to me. In some of these videos I get a little bit, oh my, because it just gets me thinking about my own situation, my own goals, my own issues. So I'm sorry, I'll stop waffling. Just one more thing, thank you so much to my members. As I say, I'm a tiny channel, so actually having anyone sign up for the $3.99 a month membership, Pliminec, that's really ever so kind of you. Thank you so much. If you do want to become a member, you can then kind of become part of I have like a story series going on, so I can bring in your own character into that, and there's some other little perks. But sorry, it's so painful trying to self-promote. Let's just go on to the cards, and yeah, alright, come with me. Okay, here we are. I'm all set up. I have a few rocks and things. Just, I mean, wouldn't it be wonderful if any of these popped up as the cards that we selected? But probably not, knowing my luck. That I'm not sure if that ever has happened, but okay, so the deck is here. Crystallary Deck. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. 36 card deck of magical gems and minerals, by Maya Toll and illustrated by Kate O'Hara. I think you can get this in most places. If you just look up oracle cards and the name, then you'll be able to find it, I'm sure. Not sponsored. I just really love this. So we're going to take out the cards now. I'm going to take the booklet out first. It's such a neat, solid little box. It's very satisfying. I don't do intentional ASMR. Sometimes I just can't help it. I don't go out of my way to tap things, but there are some surfaces that I just lightly tap. I can't help it. If I've got my nails on, I just tap things, but not too much, I hope. So this is the booklet, and it's so useful to have this as a guide. And let's pop that to one side for now. This is the beginning of June. Okay, June's going to be big for me because I'm going to be returning to my hometown, and I have not returned to my hometown in such a long time. I've been there twice in maybe the past 15 years for a couple of funerals for my grandparents. So just bounced in, bounced out. It's going to be a really big thing for me, so... I don't have the most positive memories of my youth or my hometown, and also, do you know, I don't know if any of you have any experiences on this, but the idea of going back there after like 15, 20 years and everything changing, things not being the same. You know, my grandparents' house has been sold, someone else lives there now. I haven't been back there, so in my head, everything's the same, and I'm really anxious about going back. I guess I'm reluctant to accept that things have moved on. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of shuffling with my tiny, tiny hands. Okay, if this was my friend, it's practical magic, she might refer to that card as a jumper. You should definitely check her out. And she's just got Twitch partner, which is amazing. I'm so happy for her. As for all these videos, I normally pop her details in, just in case you're looking for somebody who is actually witchy. Alright, I think I'm done. I feel like I'm done. So we're going to pull 2 cards today, and let's see what we've got. These are so beautiful, so beautiful. This feels upside down to me. Okay. Okay, so we are back after an aeroplane cut. You will see cuts in my videos, and 9 times out of 10 it's probably because a massive aeroplane went past and I had concerns for the sound. Speaking of the sound, I do need to say that this audio may be a bit different. It's a slightly different setup. Everything broke yesterday. It was a little bit sad, and I have tried to come up with a workaround, try to fix things as best as I can, and I'm just going to poodle along, try my best, and hope. I think this is okay, hopefully. So I'm sorry if it's not. I've got a new piece of kit on the way, and I'll be using that very, very soon. So hopefully the right way around now. And this is just so beautiful. This has little hints of the 3 types of deck that are in the series. We've got some animals, which came from the Crystallary Deck, and we have the herbiary deck represented by these plants and these flowers. I feel as though this could be an anemone, potentially. I'm not 100% sure, and it could be from a different country and just look like what I know as an anemone. And like, this is, I think, the 5-lined skink, and we've got, obviously, so these are from the Crystallary Deck. And yeah, lots of little gems and things which are from this deck. Okay, so let's see what the first card is. Oh, I do like this one. I think this one has popped up before, but here it is. Breathe in your trueness. Lepidolite. Okay, so what do we have with lepidolite? Now, I think that I've got a few pieces of lepidolite. Actually, I have a piece of lepidolite right here, in fact. It comes in a kind of like slab form, or it can do. It contains lithium, So I think this is a stone noted for mental health properties. So yeah, this is quite a lovely little piece of lepidolite. I like it because it has like the speckled mica looking kind of side, and it also has this flat kind of, yeah, almost like slate, how that forms. So that's my lepidolite. This is beautiful. It's a unicorn. As we can see, we have the horn here. We have these ribbons. They seem very celebratory. And this beautiful piece of jewellery here. I quite like a piece like that. The purple outside, obviously that represents the colour of lepidolite, because this is not a piece of lepidolite. This, my friends, is a unicorn. So this appears to be in a book, which I think is interesting. Maybe it relates to the fact that lepidolite can be formed in books, which are kind of those slices. So maybe it refers to that. Maybe it refers to your own story, your own tale, your different chapters of your life. But I'm not sure the last time I saw this that I noticed this book. You see, we've got the spine here, and the different pages with these gorgeous flowers and ribbons all popping out. What a beautiful card. Okay, breathe in your trueness. Lepidolite. Definitely a stone that I am happy to have in my collection. I have a few different types. I have a sphere. You saw that one. I've got some rough pieces, some kind of slabs of book, just little small ones. It is quite delicate though too. I would note that it, and depending on the form you have it in, the books or the slabs are certainly quite delicate. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one down. That will do. That will do. I've slightly changed up the background for today. I want to try and keep things a little bit fresh, even if things are similar in format. Okay, and our crossing card. Okay, is this mine? Green fluorite. Well, yes. In the case of fluorite, it is mine. It's all mine. This is something that I have a few pieces of fluorite. I'm not an amazing collector with like a wonderful, they're not museum pieces, but I love fluorite because it comes in so many different colours. I recently acquired a piece of yellow fluorite, which is just so cool. I like it because it fluoresces. It just makes me happy. So it's one of the stones that I very much enjoy. So let's have a look. We have these birds here. There's 5 of them. I don't know if that is symbolic. And we've got the beautiful greens. Yeah, I've got a few pieces of green fluorite. And yeah, these are kind of tendrils. They seem a little bit dark. And I wonder what the relation to these tendrils here. These little vines coming out and twisting. They seem to, some of them, be reaching for are these swallows perhaps? They've got just like this little red bit just under here. I wonder if they're swallows or something like that. And this seems to have like a crack or an imperfection, but I think it's beautiful anyway. I think we all have our cracks and our imperfections, and we still pootle along. In the background I can see we have a spider web too. Wow. So that's another thing that backs up the kind of like capturing of these. I'm really interested to know what the book is going to say, how the web weaves into things. It's very interesting. I keep saying interesting, but you're just going to have to accept that. I'm afraid, my darlings. Almost a kind of peridot colour green here. Right, so this is our crossing card. So we have lepidolite and green fluorite. Okay, bear with me whilst I grab the booklet and we'll have a little read and see what these cards could mean to us. Okay? Alright. Alrighty, let's take a little peek. Breathe in your trueness, lepidolite. So this is where we currently are. It includes the Mohs hardness scale here, so it's a 2.5, so it is relatively soft. It's not super hard, and that's to do in terms of the card and any messages that you might be taking from it. The idea is the lower the number, the more pressing, or the more not pressing, but the more short term. So if something's got a very like a 9 or a 10 or an 8 or something, it's a longer term issue or longer term thing to think about. But this is 2.5. So lepidolite's lilac luster is the stuff of princess dreams and fairy tales. I love that. I need more whimsy in my life. Something in us rebels when we see it, thinking, that can't be natural. But lepidolite's tranquil tones are the real deal, not manipulated or man-made. Don't doubt my authenticity, and don't doubt your own, lepidolite quips. Lepidolite knows that being outrageous, outrageously beautiful or funny or smart, doesn't make you false. Shining brightly gives other people permission to shine, to show their authentic, multicoloured self. When you're able to put down your masks, when you recognise the person you see in the mirror, your heart and spirit calm, and your soul takes a deep breath. Let lepidolite support you in breathing in your trueness and basking in your outrageous spirit. That's lovely. Interesting. Okay, please do not count how often I say interesting. Also, just pointing out here, this is green fluorite, and do you want to guess what this is? Yeah, shocker. Tree in fluoride. Shocker, yeah. There we go. So this is some green fluoride. This is from an English mine. The camera is just not knowing what to do, but I do. And that is collect fluorite and other cool rocks. Right. Is this mine? Yes. But you can have some too. Green fluoride, which is a 4 on the Mohs hardness scale. So this is our crossing card. So let your subconscious have a little think. When emotions wash over you, green fluorite wants you to ask, is this mine? When you feel ill or in pain, green fluorite gives the same directive. Get still and ask yourself, is this mine? All of us take on energy from the world around us. That's a price of being a part of this glorious web of life. Oh, that's where the web comes into it. I see. That makes sense. Our invisible tendrils are always reaching out, tasting and sampling. The boundaries of self can get amorphous and blurry as we take in nutrients, emotions, toxins, pathogens, sunlight, all sorts of things from beyond ourselves. Green fluorite reminds you to sort through the stuff that's incoming, see what serves your highest good, and let the rest go. I like that. I like that it encourages you to take a step back and go, is this what I want to do with my energy? Does this serve me, or is this something that I can let go? And I do practice a bit of that already, and I think perhaps that's something I could work on and do a bit more. I try not to let things get to me, and I try not to take on. I'm quite empathetic, so the taking on of other people's troubles and worries, that does affect me. I do struggle to detach from people when I need to protect myself, and I can get a little bit swamped. If I have a lot of people contacting me with problems, it can get a bit much for me, but I just can't help it. I think I'm always going to be that way. I think I'm always going to want to try to offer kind words when I can, even if I'm struggling. Okay, shall we just wrap things up? I think we have a lot to think about. Come with me. Alright, so this has definitely given me something to think about. We had the lepidolite and we had the green fluorite, both of which are things I happen to have in my collection, which is rare. These videos are not always full of cards that I can go, aha, I have one of these. So I hope it's given you something to think about too. I'm going to be going into my trip back to my hometown with some thoughts, and I'm going to be mindful of how I let things affect me, and I'm going to try and make the best I can out of it. I got myself a nice little hotel room. It's in a B&B on a cobbled street. There's kind of like a little dock type thing, boats and stuff nearby, fish and chips, which I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to kind of treat myself and just try and focus on the positives, and that's something I suggest maybe you guys do. I'm sure many of you are already doing these things, because it makes so much sense to do that. You don't want to get weighted and bogged down with all the negative stuff. Just try and focus on the little positive things around you. Try and find the whimsy. Alright, thank you for being here, and I'll be back next month with another card pull. Obviously I'll be back before then with some other stuff, but the next card, I'll do one card pull a month, alright? So I hope that you, my dear, have a delightful day, a wonderful week, and of course the snuggliest of sleeps when it is time to go to bed. Take care.